Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Don't Mind Us. I'm here with my co-star Christian. I am Gio, and we're excited to have you back. It's been a busy week for us at Lead. I got to join the cast over at Latino Free Minds to interview David Serpa, among a lot that's been going on in life. And Christian has been supporting us the whole way through that interview.
Mhm.
Um, man, what a journey, Christian! What a
It's
journey!
crazy.
It
It's
it
crazy. We were
it
getting
has been
clowned on
crazy.
for having 1,000 followers. Now the jump was crazy.
Yeah, we did a little 50%. I mean, when somebody comes through and throws stones, you gotta.
Make sure your house isn't made out of glass.
Hey, yes, sir.
We're just starting.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna name any names. We're not
Yeah.
gonna. We're gonna behave. We've been asked.
But this is DMU. This is where we do that. So later.
Yes, sir. After the actually, we're live today,
Ooh.
but
Mm.
uh, either way, we are live this week on X, Facebook, and YouTube, and we have been working on getting live on Instagram. So for those of you that are waiting for us to go live on Instagram, we're working it out. Daniel has been working tirelessly, reaching out to some other collaborators that we deal with to get it sorted out. Anyways,
And
um,
shout out to Daniel. I mean, anything you see here, he's had a hand in it. Don't
yeah,
mind us. LMU lead, whatever it is, it's Daniel's the cerebral cortex.
no, he really is. It goes without saying that since day one, he's been the one that's been working in the background, doing all the media
Mhm.
things, working on getting all these items put together. So this whole studio, everything that we go live with, it's all his work, and
Mhm.
I just show up and talk.
Yeah.
So uh, thank you, Daniel.
Shout out Daniel.
So let's very early on last week, last Tuesday, we were live with David Serpa, a California gubernatorial candidate,
Serpa.
our first candidate for governor that is running for the state of California, and I think he was pretty exciting. Christian, what'd you think?
Gio. Gio, I'm telling you, dude, I'm so malleable, dude. I mean, I was listening to it, I was hearing him, I was watching him, it's
Yeah,
all and I would have voted if voting day was that day, he would have got my vote. But
yeah.
I'm really excited to hear everybody else out.
Yeah, what I really appreciated about David is that he wasn't afraid to call people out.
Ooh.
He was very well versed. He answered all the questions, didn't
Mhm.
hesitate. He wasn't afraid
Classic.
to answer the questions, and he wasn't afraid to call people out. And the week before we talked about, what's it going to take, and that was my response is I need somebody that's going to stand up for me in Sacramento.
Mhm.
And hey, David did not shy away. Wow, talk about what's the guy's name from Florida?
DeSantis?
DeSantis. Talk about
DeSanctimonious?
yeah, talk about disanctimonious in a way better format on the West Coast.
Mhm.
Way more exciting than
Ooh.
sanctimonious. That was a little promo for David Silva, our friend over at California Movement. Uh, he uh, he really helped us. He's been helping us in this journey and getting gubernatorial candidates on board. He was also part of the panel for questioning. Um, he's another guy that's behind the scenes putting in a lot of work. So very appreciative. Um, you know, other things have been going on. Uh, hey, before we get into the stuff, because we got a few viewers already on right now, but let's let a few more people get on before we start talking about the riots in the room.
I don't even wanna talk about the riots, Gio.
Hey, no, we're not talking about the riots yet.
Oh, you know what I wanna talk about?
What do we wanna talk about?
Dang, man. Did you see Trump slip?
Trump what?
Trump slip going up the stairs, dude. And
No way.
I know that's nothing, right? That's we're in the middle. We got bigger issues.
You know what,
However,
dude?
however,
It's a coincidence that he slipped, and people have already been talking about maybe JD Vance should take over. I'm not a fan. I'm not a
no,
fan.
no.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Hey,
man. I saw him slip and Rubio slip going up the stairs on Air
oh,
Force.
wait, same flight of stairs?
I think it's the same flight of stairs.
Was it the same video though? Hey, somebody was waxing that thing a little too
Hey,
much.
could be AI, dude. Eh, are you saying somebody did somebody waxed the steps?
I don't know. I don't know. Do they
Hey,
wax them?
that's sabotage, dude. That's you're right. You're right. It
You're
could
you're
it's a
telling me
psyop.
you're gonna tell me that Donald Trump walks on carpet?
Damn it, Gio. For once, can we not just go into psyops, dude? You telling me somebody what? Now I believe somebody waxed his steps. Waxed his shoes. Oh, it's a setup.
You gonna tell me he walks on carpet? I thought he
It
only
was
walked on gold.
it was a setup, man. But I don't know, man. Ah, I don't
Eh,
know, dude. It's been a couple things where yeah, I'm right there for everybody, right? But I saw that happen. That's nothing, right? That's nothing. But did you see Cash Patel on Joe Rogan?
I did not watch it.
Yo.
I have I
Well, brother says he killed himself.
what?
Brother says Epstein killed himself.
Oh
So,
yeah, I did see that.
mhm.
What do you think?
I don't know, brother, because alright, I'm just shooting from the hip right now. I'm going for all these tangents, right? I saw another maybe debate or um a constructive conversation between Callie Means and Dr. Tally Bowden, I think it was. Oh, brother, they were going at it. And again, I did see. Oh man, yeah. Basically, this Dr. Tally Bowden is kind of calling out Callie Means. Callie Means is the guy um, for not willing to say that the vaccines need to be pulled off the market. And Callie was really hesitant, beating around the bush and all that. But then, what I mean, it was a bit rude. It was a rude conversation. They didn't really, they really jumped on Callie. Um, but I mean, some of the stuff that they were saying, I mean, they said that the swine flu in 1976, 70 people died from that vaccine, right? And they pulled it off. They pulled it off almost immediately. Uh,
Yeah, but
according to Doctor
percentage-wise
Tal
though.
yeah,
Okay. No, you go
but
ahead. You go ahead.
no, according to Doctor Tally Bowden, she went ahead and said on the first month of getting vaccinated with the COVID shot, 700 people died.
Oh, wow.
So and it hasn't been pulled off, you know? So that was kinda what they're upset, but they're really attacking him, and it kinda took away from the conversation because Callie's real calm. I mean, they even mentioned his mom, right? And we're always talking about people that get passionate and all that, but he was real calm, within, being berated and all that, but they really want him to, be in the head of Maha, right? Or one of
Yeah.
the right-hand man for Maha for young Kennedy. Um, yeah.
You
But
you
sorry, Gio. Sorry,
so
Gio. That was I'm
no,
just saying sorry, and let me
you
just
have to
connect the
come in with
2.
the facts, Christian, and
Let
you
me let
did.
me just yeah, let me just connect the 2. What
Connect
is
them.
if what that doctor's saying about Cali means, and then we see our boy Cash Patel on Joe Rogan, and now they're just switching, right? I had to do a little bit, not exactly switching, but they're not touting the line that they were screaming or singing before, you know. I don't know. It's just something that I'm just seeing, or probably shouldn't have started talking about this first, but I don't know, man.
No, I'm glad you brought it up, before we got into the meat and potatoes of the episode of the
Yeah.
protesting. To me,
And I
um
mean the vaccine shot, Gio.
no,
That
I
is
mean,
potatoes.
Hey,
That's a Wagyu steak.
all I'm saying is if you're gonna order appetizers, you gotta order the wings. The buffalo
Mhm,
wings is a good way to
mhm.
start, and I feel like you've ordered the buffalo wings.
Parmesan.
I do like parmesan, the garlic parmesan wings. Ooh, baby.
Mhm.
Hey, so I think that so Cali Means and Cash Patel, they have been going on to they've been going on to these shows and talking it up, talking all their shit. Unfortunately, they weren't privy to a lot of the top secret information. It's like coming on to Don't Mind Us right now. We get the information that's out in the world. It's unfiltered, right? There's hardly much research that goes on, and they're just spewing. Now they're in a position where they get the information and they have the inside track on what's really going on, what's really happening with these vaccines, how many people have actually gotten sick, what's the data, and who's to say that whoever was in charge before, I'm not saying any names, I'm not blaming Joe Biden, I'm not going to say Fauci, I'm not going to go all the way back to when Trump was in office, when the vaccines first were hitting the scene. All I'm saying is, who's to say that they weren't scrubbing some data, or they might not have been tracking the data? There you go. There you go. Who's to say that they weren't scrubbing the data? Can't hear
You
you
just
now.
can't trust
There you
anybody,
go.
Gio.
You can't trust anybody. So now that they have that information, there's two things going on here. They have to be careful because now they can get called before Congress and Senate.
Yeah.
Now they can get questioned.
Mhm,
Also, they have a responsibility to not frighten the American people,
mhm,
right? It's like when Donald Trump was president and COVID first started coming over. Everybody was like, "What's going on? We need to know what's happening." And the
mhm.
president was like, "Hey, chill out. From what the data that we're getting in, we don't need to freak out yet. The CDC says we don't need to freak out. The CDC says that we have enough equipment. The CDC says there's enough masks, there's enough things in inventory. We'll be all right." And unfortunately, the CDC was lying. The
Mhm.
reserves were very low, and we were really dependent on China. And where did the disease hit first? It hit in China.
Wuhan.
So everything was cut off. And that now the American people feel like, oh, well, we can't trust the government now.
Mhm.
So now we look at these guys that have moved in from that point of view of we can't trust the government, what they're telling us. We have all this information. We're trying to put it together. Well, now they've moved into those roles, and what's happening?
What's up? And the question all week has been brought up. What did you vote for? Right?
Yeah,
I want
exactly.
them to get to the bottom of that because I mean, the government, right? The government is the one that went ahead and called ivermectin horse paste. They said, "Hey, you're not a cow, you're not a horse. Don't eat, don't take ivermectin." Right? That's the government. The government did that to us. The
They did.
government took control of monoclonal antibodies, right? For when Florida was using it.
Exactly.
Why Yeah, yeah. And they really tried to make ivermectin a villain, man. I mean, and they started off with hydrochloroquine. Remember when the guy drank the fish tank because he was looking for fish tank cleaner, and he drank hydrochloroquine and he died, and they're like, "You see, Trump went ahead and told you guys to go drink hydrochloroquine or whatever." And it's like, damn, man, we were it was a ruse. It was a ruse.
Well, I mean, we've had these
Mhm,
treatments for a long time. They
mhm.
seem to be working, and dude, like, if something works for a good amount of people, why not try it? We didn't have the facts out on the vaccine. 700 people died in the first month. Why?
Yeah.
What's the deal? How come we're doing that to the American people? Hey,
They're
you could
not
do
doing
that.
it
You
to
could do
the
that. You could do that to those folks in Europe,
they're not doing
but
it to the
don't do
people in
that. Don't do
LA.
that here. Don't do it in LA, man. Oh,
Yeah, man.
Jesus. So, what do you think about Cash Patel? Do you think that? I mean, moving on from Cali means because I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know enough about the data about COVID,
Mhm.
and I'm not trying to get kicked off of all the platforms because we're giving out misinformation.
Yeah,
Hey,
fact check us.
conservatives come after me,
Mhm.
but I want this show to grow. You know, Latino Free Minds hit 1,600 followers earlier today. It's probably 2,000. I mean, we're going fast. All right, for them haters out there, we're going fast, and I don't want to slow that down. So, realistically, because I don't have the data and because I'm not a doctor, I'm not
Oh,
going to go
did you
there.
know Cali Mean isn't a doctor?
He's not.
He's not a doctor. I'm telling you, man. He's talking like he was,
I thought
right?
he was a doctor. What is he?
No,
What is he? Just
no,
a
he's not a
scientist?
doctor. He's PR is what they were good, and he said, "Yeah,
Oh wow, really?
yeah, man." Again, fact check me. I don't know. This is what I saw today.
Wow.
This is freaking fresh, you know. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, do your own
Hey,
research, or
Callie
is
Me
that bad too?
Callie Means is that one that the guy he it's him and
The
his
guys from
sister, right?
Stanford. Hmm.
Wow, the just
I'm telling you,
hey,
Gio. I'm telling you, Gio. I hope I'm wrong because I liked
hey,
him. I brought him
I
up
hope
here.
you're wrong
I
because
hope Callie
if
is.
this is falling apart, if the last
But again,
year of health information has been is now falling apart, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is like, oh well, sorry, I shouldn't
Gio,
make fun of his
Gio,
disability. Uh, hey, if
we
he's
don't do
like,
that here. We wanted to grow. Get out of here, Gio. Make fun of his voice, dude. Tim Dillon did it. He's a good guy. Bro, if they can't handle a joke, bro, from a little podcast like this, 1600, get the hell out of here, bro. Can't handle the heat, get out of here. Or maybe
no,
we
no.
shouldn't be live. If that's what we're worried about, we
No,
shouldn't be live.
but seriously,
Yeah,
they've it's not that like Robert F. Kennedy has been walking back. It's that he's been so cautious because he does have to go sit in front of Congress and Senate, and
exactly,
they start
exactly.
grilling him. They start
Well,
grilling him, and they try to get these clips, and he's always like, I don't know. I watch it, and I'm like, they're not getting him, you know?
that's what I was thinking that Callie was, he was trying to go more, "Hey, man, we can't just." The other guy was there's another doctor, Dr. Cruz, and he was telling him, "My first 100 days, I would lock up anybody that had to do anything with that the fraud of COVID in Guantanamo Bay, Gio."
Yeah.
How realistic is that, right? I would open that with I would take that with open arms, right? But I mean, just putting people in Guantanamo Bay and I mean, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Gio, I don't know. I don't know what I stumbled upon today, but that's what I'm telling you. Are the guys we voted for, are they not falling in line? I hope I'm wrong. I hope Epstein really did kill himself, right? He said there's no videos
Well,
that
that's
we
the
would
thing.
find.
That's the thing. So for the past
Okay.
4 years, there's been people in charge that have had that information. And who's to say that that information might not have been switched out?
Yep. Well, that's big pharma. That's all they do.
I mean, I'm not trying to throw out conspiracy theories. Don't if LA Times is watching cuz I was talking about LA Times on my X earlier this week. Might have been yesterday. Hey, they might have somebody listening and they might clip it and be like, according to Don't Mind Us, new conspiracy theory. Hey,
No,
don't go
I'm
out
not a
there.
doctor.
Hey, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert.
This is just stuff I'm seeing today. You go check these podcasts out. We could put these sources on the thing.
So just a note here that Daniel sent over. He said RFK fired the entire vaccine advisory board.
All 17 of them.
All 17 of them?
Mhm.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. RFK Jr. has been talking about how autism has grown since the late 80s,
Mhm.
specifically after one of the vaccines. It was like a vaccine cocktail. I don't know the specific details. I'm not a doctor. Consult your physician before taking whatever vaccines you take.
Gio, if they're coming to Don't Mind Us to get facts, if they're coming to Don't Mind Us to get medical help, bro,
Christian, the
they gotta
problem
go see
the problem is they see this hat and they're like, he knows what he's talking about.
that's a sick ass fucking hat.
Eh,
That's a sick ass hat.
It is a sick hat. I'm not gonna
That guy's
lie.
gotta be telling the truth.
It's like, hey, Abraham Lincoln wore a hat.
You should have smoked a cigarette, dude. You should have came with the grungy voice. Hey, Clint,
Hey,
brother
no,
Clint.
but the viewers are like, Abraham Lincoln wore a hat. He was honest. This guy knows what he's talking about. He's telling the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah.
I'm not. These are not facts. This is don't mind us. If you want facts,
Mhm.
go listen to our partners over at Latino Free Minds. Follow them at Latino Free Minds on TikTok, Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram. Follow them on Rumble, YouTube, everywhere. They'll have the facts for you. Danny is good over there. He knows everything. Um,
Mhm.
Speaking on Danny, if Danny's listening right now, he doesn't have a chance to cut me off. Um, but man, we had a meeting last week, and he got me good before the gubernatorial
Mhm.
uh, question panel that we had. Um, having a team to prepare for something like that is awesome. Um,
Yeah.
for the people that are listening right now that got to listen to that episode, you might be thinking, "Oh, they put these questions together with AI. They put these questions together for conservative candidates." Um, you probably have some presumptions. They're not right. I'll tell you how it went. For the past month and a half, uh, we have been putting together a list of questions that people in our area, not necessarily conservatives, not necessarily progressives, just people in our area, things that they have been concerned about. And we don't all live in one area. We live all over Northern California. We also know people in Southern California. Um, because we have the collaboration with the California movement and with Daniel Silva, we also have the perspective of Southern California. Um, we put these questions together. We argued about them. Um, One of the big things for us was uh, we don't want to ask questions that come back to bite us. Like, I got into an argument specifically with somebody else about the high speed rail, and I kept saying we can't say that there's fraud being committed because we don't have evidence. Um,
Yeah.
but they came back with some other facts, like actual facts, like this is how much track has been laid. This is how many miles has been completed. It's been how many years, Geo? Like we argued about these things. So, um, these questions that have come up, uh, we had a whole lot more questions. We even as we were live because of how thorough um, uh, David Serpa was, we eliminated some questions because we felt, oh, these questions were answered throughout. So we're not going to ask this again because we went for a solid 2 hours. We feel like it could have easily gone for 3, maybe even 4 hours because we even talked more afterwards. The episode could have kept going.
Easy.
Easily, it could have kept going, but we prepared the questions so that candidates on both sides of the aisle can see the questions and go, you know what? I have the answer that these guys are looking for. And I don't care if it's a Democrat. If you're a Democrat and you're listening in, and you want to come on the show, you know, even Latino Free Minds have said it. Come on the show, and it's not. We're not looking for clips on gotchas. We're not looking to slam dunk on you and trick you. Uh, but we want you to have the answers. We did initially have the questions with a lot of facts going in, like, the Conoco uh, 66 refinery is going to close, and this and that, and um, uh, somebody said, "Well, look, shouldn't they know that? Shouldn't they be able to respond with those things? Because we want to know that they know what California needs. We want to know that they know the problems in California. We don't want to just feed them all the answers and they kind of just talk around that and dance around the questions. So, it was a lot of preparation. We really didn't use AI at all.
Is that what they're
Um,
saying in the comments, Gio? Are you reading the
dude,
comments?
dude,
Gio,
I'm
are
just
you reading
saying.
the comments, dude?
I'm just saying because people are like, how could an episode be so good?
Ah!
I'm just telling you, that's what they were saying.
Yeah,
They were
I
like,
bet.
yeah, they were. Hey, they
That's
were.
better than saying it's AI.
Yeah, they were saying it was fake because I was wearing a tie, or like you've never seen
Mm.
him wear a tie. They were saying because I had my hair combed over. They're like, we've never even seen him without a hat. So, a lot of people said it was AI. A lot of people said it was
Wow.
fake. Nah, nobody said it was fake.
Hell yeah. No, dude, you guys are sick, dude. Who else is doing it? Not much. Not many other people are willing to, or not they're not willing to come out to their, platform. So
Yeah,
we're
and
lucky to have Daniel and the other guys that are joining us, and we're joining them, and we're pushing. You're just raising each other up. That's good, man. You guys were sick. You guys did fucking
seriously,
sick.
that is something that we want to do, and we want to bring in more candidates. We had the opportunity today to interview another candidate running for a different role in California. Unfortunately, schedules didn't match up, and that would have been here on Don't Mind Us. Um, it's definitely something that elevates the platform. I think,
Mhm.
and for those, because we do have listeners outside of California, I think out of the what is it, 420,000 viewers right now, the majority of the majority of them are outside of California. So, if you have candidates that you would like us to reach out to, or a candidate that would want to come on Don't Mind Us, look, we're not looking to slam dunk on a liberal. We just want to know really, what do you want to do? Um, we might push back a little bit on some things because we want to know if you're the right person that we're going to vote for.
Mhm.
And it's the what's the saying on Latino Free Minds? Vote your reality.
Mhm.
So we want to make sure that if we do vote our reality, that we're asking the right questions. Um, so don't be afraid to come on. Don't be afraid to
Caitlyn
come on.
Jenner.
Caitlin Jenner,
Latino
we're
Free
waiting for
Minds
you.
wants you.
You know what? Somebody did reach out to the show, and there is a rumor that there's a candidate that is going to hit pretty soon, and they're saying that it's going to shake things up big time.
Ooh, I like
I
getting shaken up.
suspect. I'm not announcing it here. This is not an announcement, but Caitlyn Jenner,
You're not a doctor, Gio. Relax.
Caitlyn Jenner has not announced. Right, so
Uh-huh.
that could be big.
That would be crazy. Pause.
Hey, Arnold Schwarzenegger hasn't been around in a while.
Mhm. Damn, I wonder who that is, dude.
Yeah. Hey,
Huh. Huh.
that's all I'm saying.
Musk's wife? I mean, not Musk. Oh no, they live in Hawaii now. Facebook. Zuckerberg's wife.
Oh, Zuck's wife. Hey, could be Zuckerberg.
Could be Zuckbuck.
I mean, there's got
Nah.
to be a reason why he's trying to seem human now.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Zuckerberg, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Whatever you can do to help us get live
we're
on
sorry.
Instagram.
We're sorry, bro. You're hella
These are
sick
just
too.
jokes. If you
You
can't
got a
handle
bunker,
it,
bro?
don't listen to DMU, Zuck.
If you got a bunker, bro, that's tight.
Hey, I can sure go for a bunker.
I
You
would
got
go
the
for a
funds,
bunker.
Zuck.
The bunker in Hawaii.
Dude, that's hella dope.
That's dope.
I'm not gonna hate on Mark Zuckerberg uh, having a bunker. I think that's pretty tight. He knows something that's going on that
He knows
maybe some
something.
other
He
people
knows.
don't know.
He knows something that we. You know what? Let me get away from the mainland and go put a bunker in the island.
He's obviously not worried about China or Russia because he's getting a little too close over there.
That's a
There's
little close.
something else going on. I don't know. I don't know. Israel? I don't know.
Back off. Yeah, leave Israel alone. Bro, you told you
No,
better
no,
leave
no.
Israel alone.
I'm throwing out.
You're worried about New York Times. I'm worried about Israel, bro.
I'm just throwing out just because X be hating. X is a hater nation. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Israel. I'm sorry.
Stop. It's okay, Joe. I'm Jewish. It's all good. It's all good. Oh
Oh
man.
man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, you guys did sick, dude. It was really cool seeing you. I was like, oh shit, dude.
All
I
right.
know
Hey,
these guys.
Christian. They've waited long enough.
What?
The we're gonna talk about it.
What?
The Trump and Elon battle. The Trump and
Ooh,
Elon
that
battle.
got nasty. That
It
got
got nasty.
nasty.
Did they I
It
like
was
your
cringy,
cameraman. Your
Gio.
cameraman followed you in mine. Mine went on break. No, did you see that before we really get into it? It seems like he apologized. Did you see that?
I saw something along the lines where it's like, "Oh, I wish him well," and then he hearted it.
No, no. I was talking
No?
about the one where he put two American flags.
I didn't see that. I saw
And
they were liking each other like a
hey,
little.
one American flag is like, all right, America, right? Two American flags is I sincerely
I'm
apologize.
so
Let's
sorry.
let's let's
I'm so
come back
sorry, Trump
together.
Daddy. Nah,
Anything that
dude,
you
it
need,
was cringy,
Doge.
Gio. It was cringy, Gio, seeing that, and it was a little sad because it was literally Elon Musk going, "Well, it's my soccer ball, and I'm taking it home." And in this case, the soccer ball was $1 million fucking rocket. So he's gonna leave us here stranded while he's in Mars. Cool. I
Yeah,
won't forget that,
no,
Musk.
that's dope for him. Uh, no, so let's talk about how it started. It started with him
Mm.
talking a lot of shit about.
Well, I don't know what happened, you. You let me
Oh,
know. I
you don't know
thought
what
it was.
happened?
I thought
It
Trump said you're taking too much ketamine, it's having too much fun. Gotta relax.
no, it started with the big beautiful bill.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I was
Big
talking about the
beautiful bill.
drama.
And Elon was like, "Nah, hey, we just saved all this money. Now you want to go and create the big beautiful bill and spend all that money we just saved."
Mhm.
And I kind of agree. I kind of
Right.
agree. I thought we were going to be cutting some things. I thought we were going to hurt some feelings. So we were just going to save money here and move it somewhere else. Like, nah, well, wait a
Mhm.
minute. I think those other things were doing okay. We never talked
Mhm.
about giving more funding to those things. So yeah, Elon Musk was telling them like, we gotta, you guys gotta redo this.
Mhm.
And I think the Republicans came out and were like, well, we kind of can't because Donald Trump wants to sign it on the 4th of July.
Mhm.
Don't look at the date yet, Christian. Just follow me here. Don't look at what today's date is. Yeah, this happened last week. Don't look at the date. They were like, well, Donald Trump wants it on his desk by 4th of July, and we don't have enough time to get this done. And now look at the date. Now look at the date. What's today's date?
June 9th.
It's June 10th. It's June 10th. So last week was like June 3rd.
I'm in trouble at work.
Hey, you missed that deadline. So they were worried that they couldn't get the bill to um, Donald
Mhm.
Trump in a month. bro, I feel like you can rewrite the budget in a month.
You can do it.
I got faith in you guys. If listen, what's the guy's name? The guy in is it Senate or Congress?
Stephen Miller? I don't know.
Listen here, black hair. Uh, I feel like if you just had the amount of faith in yourself, the amount of faith that I have in you, I think that you can do it. I think you can do it. Look, there's still 3 weeks to go. You could do it, man. Make Elon
Yep.
happy. Listen, bring Elon and Trump back together. Make the slightly smaller, beautiful bill. Let's make it happen, guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, what was this about him also being a little upset about the EV stuff going away? Is
well,
that true? Is
that
that
was
true?
no, it's not true. So Donald Trump posted that Elon Musk was only upset about this whole scuffle between them was because Elon did not want he didn't want the EV uh,
Mhm.
discounts, like the federal, what do they call it? The credits to get
Right.
cut, and they were getting cut. So Elon was mad. Well, fact check. I think it was a few years ago where Elon had came out and said they should cut the credits. Like we don't need help.
Oh,
So that's why Elon
damn,
came out and was like, "Nah, that's a lie,
damn
lie."
it! X lied to me again.
Yeah. So it's not that X lied to you. It's just X didn't have a chance to correct it. You know, X.
So usually they got those fact checkers on there quick.
Oh man, those fact checkers were cool at first, but doesn't it seem like every post gets fact checked by the other side? It's just a fight. Have you ever gone in and looked at the fact checking?
Yeah, I click
Just
on
an
those all the
argument. It's like a
Mhm,
separate it's like a separate what do they call it when you go and look at all the comments under a tweet or a
mhm.
post? It's just a separate tree of rebuttals. So of replies. So I don't know. That's just me. They need to cut those people. Like no more fact checking. We listen in a world of AI. In a world of AI, I don't think we need the fact checking. A lot of videos on Trump, by the way.
I would I would have to sit on that. No fact checking. Yeah, I would say just do your own research because who is the fact checker? You know, it's cool when they're saying what you want, but then every now and then you're gonna. All right, because I saw one where the one guy was like, um, "Oh, they shouldn't send the Marines or whatever. You know, it's bad. Or why didn't they send it during January 6th?" And I saw somebody, like, try to use the, "Hey, Grok, is this true?" Or the the fact, and Grok went ahead and said that it was Trump's fault for not calling in the National Guard, you know? Other ones say it's Pelosi's fault. I saw a video where Pelosi says, "I should have taken full accountability."
You know what? I was talking with a friend this morning about that. Um, and I think that this might be a good opportunity to transition into the protests in Southern
The
California.
meat and the potatoes.
It's time for our steak. Um, but before the steaks come out, let's talk. Let's get a little salad in here.
Well done.
No, so I was talking with a friend about the January 6th riots,
Mhm.
and he was like, it, he,
Stoop to his level, Jill, do it.
no, no, no. I just the point I want to make about it is he mentioned the January 6th riots in comparison to the riots that are going on right now in Los Angeles,
Mhm.
right? And the fine people that went through the Capitol building. And it's hard for me to argue that the J6ers did something different from what happened in Seattle, from what's happening now in Los Angeles, because
They
there
went
were
into shoe palaces? And
Yeah.
Apple stores.
No, 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 no. I just mean that they're not all innocent of destruction.
Mhm.
Yeah, there was agitators out there. Yeah, there was
In
the
the
guy that
government, allegedly.
allegedly there was agents on the ground
Yeah.
that were trying to guide people into the building that they
Jill
went into.
Jill, was it the CIA that said, "We can't" when they asked them, "Did you have undercover?" And they're like, "We can't answer that."
Who's to say that they're not in Los Angeles right now? So,
They see the
um,
bricks.
but I can't, in good conscience, say, "Oh, that yeah, that what they did on January 6th, that was good because I'm a Trump supporter and yeah, let's do that."
Mhm.
I can't in good conscience because they messed some stuff up and they were messing with podiums and stuff. Like you didn't need to do that. You didn't need it. You didn't need to go on Pelosi's desk. You didn't need to drop a deuce in there. Like, what are you doing in there? I'm not saying they dropped a deuce in there. I'm just saying, like, I just feel like
I'm
if
not
I
saying
was
I
there,
wouldn't.
I might have that urge. It's hey, this hat's not for nothing. So my point is, we got to talking about that, and right away I just thought, like, well, I remember, I actually, because he was like, well, now Trump's on the other side, and I'm like, well, I seem to remember, seeing the clip of Pelosi coming out and taking the blame for that when she
Mhm.
was talking with her daughter, and even her daughter has come out and been like, yeah, she should have called in the National Guard. That was her responsibility. That was her position, and Trump offered her. He told her, like, should we prepare the National Guard the day before? And she declined. So yeah, part of the blame is on her.
11 phone
California,
calls, allegedly.
hey, in California. So now we're getting into the steak has arrived to the table, ladies and gentlemen.
Well done.
Hell nah, medium, medium. It's just right. It's not too bloody where somebody's on. Yeah. Anyways,
We like steaks.
I like a good
I
steak.
like a steak. That's
Yeah.
it.
Um.
Get 'em. Get
So
'em,
the
Jill.
riots in Los Angeles. Uh. We'll get into how they started, but first let's continue on this journey of uh the National Guard being called in. Do you think it was the right move?
It was crazy, dude. I saw a lot of crazy stuff. They're telling me it's peaceful. Um, I'm seeing the Waymos getting caught on fire, and they're saying that that's anti-capitalism.
What's the deal with Waymo? Why
Yeah,
are
well,
they
that's
burning the
the
Waymos?
because they're writing anti-capitalism because tech is evil.
What?
Tech
Wait a minute.
tech
Wait a minute.
supports
Hold
capitalism.
hold hold on,
It's taking jobs, Gio. Taking jobs from a fucking taxi guy.
dude. Wait a minute,
That's how they see it. That's why they're burning them, Gio.
Christian.
Yeah.
What did the protest start over?
God, I don't even know. Oh, supposed raids that were actually weren't
ICE raids. So
warrants,
okay, so let's just keep it simple. Immigration
not ice
started
raids.
over immigration. What does Waymo have to do with immigration?
Not a damn thing. Not Shoe Players doesn't have a thing. LAPD was yelling and posting, "We don't have nothing to do with it," and they took rocks. They got stoned.
That's the thing about these protesters. They don't know where to throw their anger, right?
It's
Um,
almost anarchist, bro.
so do you think it was the right decision to pull in the National Guard? Because Gavin Newsom didn't call them in.
Oh, he's not. He does. He wants this to keep going.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now he's
Well,
singing a different
not the
tune.
riots.
Today he's singing a
He wants.
different tune, and so is Mayor Bass. But
Oh,
he
what do they
wasn't the one
say?
that called them in. It's supposed to be the governor that calls in the National
Yep.
Guard.
Article 10.
It's supposed to be the governor, which is why he's trying to sue Donald Trump, right?
Yeah.
But
With my tax money.
with our tax money, Donald Trump called in the National Guard. Do you think it was wrong or right? Yes or no? I have a take on it, and I'll tell you, but
No, I don't think it was wrong.
you don't
Who
think it
else
was
do
wrong.
you call? Who else could handle that?
I agree.
Because I mean, no, we don't want to see that. I
But
never want to see our military used on our people. But guess what? I mean, at the same time, Gio, I want to say those are not our people because it's the whole thing is about immigrants, right? And you would like to believe that those guys protesting are all immigrants, Gio. But I can tell you, all the immigrants I know today, they were working. Sunday, they were working. Saturday, they were working, bro. They're not protesting. Those are those Chicanos, fool,
Hey,
making it muddy.
we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Go, Gio. Go for it.
We'll get
Go.
into that.
Straighten me out.
I don't want to lose this point
Go for
on
it. Go
calling
for it.
in
You
the
right.
National Guard
Go.
because we were just talking about Pelosi. We were talking about Trump and January 6th.
Mhm. She's a bitch.
Do I think it was the right thing to do to call in the National Guard? I do. And the reason why is because of the precedent that January 6th set. Donald Trump offered to send in the National Guard, and Nancy Pelosi waited till it was too late.
71 minutes.
It was too late. They were already in the building,
Mhm.
right? They scared the Senate out. They couldn't vote because the January 6ers got in, right? Well, it looked like California was heading in that same direction. Gavin Newsom wasn't moving. Something needed to be done.
Mhm.
So to me, the right call before it gets escalated too far, you have to bring in the National Guard.
Mhm.
Because to me, it was already too far. When I saw those Waymos, and I'm like, why Waymos? Like when I first saw the video, because they were already all torched and burned
Mhm.
to ashes, all I thought was, are those all electric cars? Because regular cars don't burn like that. You need the
No,
chemicals.
dude, that's bad for the what, Gio? Bad for the
Mm,
what?
not the environment.
Not the maybe the ozone, maybe not.
No. It has to be
You could
good for
put
the
those out with
environment. Why
water,
else
right?
would they burn them?
Gio, you could put those out with water, right? Not just some type of special fucking solution that you gotta make to put out an electrical fire.
No, but seriously, why attack the Waymos? What are the Waymos even doing there?
They represent capitalism. Yeah. Well, they caught a ride, bro. And I would first I thought,
Hey, did the protesters catch a ride on a Waymo and then like get out
easy
and set
picking.
it on fire?
At first, that's what I thought, dude. Oh, fucking turn that Waymo on fire. There's nobody in there. It's look, we just gotta get in front of it. It's not gonna run us over.
A,
But
a message
it
to
represents.
Waymo employees:
Mhm.
don't send your cars to areas where protests
Gio,
are going
I,
on.
s- I saw a picture. I saw a picture right before we got on. Not even a picture, a video, and it's a fleet of Waymo, whatever the Jaguars, leaving LA. A fleet, a line of them. You know,
Waymo, a message to Waymo, a secondary message.
smart.
Too late.
Too yeah.
Too late, dude.
Got your ass.
You
You can't go
shouldn't,
back.
dude. Don't send your car. Don't deliver people. Don't deliver things to protest areas.
Yeah.
Um. So back to the show.
Mhm.
So the people. The reason that the protest started is that there have been rumors in Los Angeles of immigration picking up quote unquote innocent illegal aliens, right? I saw a
Calling them
vid.
raids.
I didn't see evidence of this, but there was a story. This one bugged me a little bit. There was a story of a woman getting picked up at a graduation. You know, I was super optics on that is super bad, right? Terrible. You don't go pick up somebody in front of kids. But I didn't see the video of the woman being taken. All I saw was video of people saying that they saw her taken. So it's hard to really consider that. I saw videos of people talking about ICE going into Home Depot and picking people up. I didn't see the video of ICE in Home Depot or outside of Home Depot picking people up. It's hard to have we seen that happen before? Yes. Did that happen under Donald Trump previously? Probably. Did it happen under Joe Biden? Probably. Did it happen under Barack Obama?
Mhm.
Almost definitely yes. Did it happen under Bill Clinton? If maybe not Home Depot, but probably definitely home base. If Home Depot was already around, then yeah, probably yes. That happens because Mexicans hang out there. They find work there. It's a spot where they can find work. I don't want to see that happen. It's usually hard workers out there, but at the same time, we seem to live in a state where it's a sanctuary state or
Mhm.
sanctuary cities where there's criminals that happen to also be illegal, and they go through the justice system, and for whatever reason they get released. Maybe they're found innocent or they can't prove that they're guilty. But ICE has requested, Immigration Customs Enforcement has requested that those people be handed over, and the local law enforcement refuses to do that. Well, that seems to be happening a lot, and it really upsets the people in charge at ICE that they do that. That we have sanctuary cities, and in my opinion, I'm not an expert, but the
Or
downfall
a
of that.
doctor.
I'm not a doctor, and I'm not an immigration lawyer. Don't let the hat fool you. The downside of that is that you get to a point where immigration needs to deport certain people that have crimes on the records like rape or
Mhm.
murder.
Yuck.
I mean,
Mhm.
they've released this information,
Mhm.
and because local law enforcement didn't hand those people over, they have to go in and get those people. Where do illegals hang out? Just take a guess.
Home Depot.
They're hanging out where there's other illegals, quote unquote innocent illegals.
Still
And
illegal. Danny, I'm just saying because Danny would have told you. Danny would have told you. Still illegal.
I'm about to get you. No,
Good
uh,
guy. Still illegal. Go.
no, but they do. They hang out where there's illegals, and they go in and they get picked up. And when that criminal gets picked up, because there's other illegals that can't prove their
Mhm.
that they're here legally, whether they have a green card or a visa, a work visa, whatever type of permission, when they can't prove that, they also get picked up. The innocent ones, right? I'm just gonna say it like that. I know there's half of the audience right now is throwing their phone at the wall, screaming at me, saying they were eh, by law they were here illegally. They were breaking the law. They're criminals by them just being here. You know, agreed, but you know, uh, at the same time, you know, it just looks bad. It looks bad to the people that are here already. The
Mhm.
first, second, third generation Americans that came here through certain ways. I'm not even gonna say Mexicans. There are Central Americans. There are Asians. There are
Mhm.
Africans.
Whole
Uh,
bunch of
I'm
Indians.
not going to get into that because a lot of people come into this country illegally, and there's very many races.
Mhm.
Um, so it just sucks. To me, it breaks my heart because I have family members that have been deported. I have friends that have been deported. Some of them have made their way back. Some of them stayed in Mexico because I'm Mexican. I'm first generation American. Um, I am. I am. I was born here. My parents are legal now.
Mhm.
Uh, but it hurts a little bit, a lot in some instances. But at the same time, I do understand there's laws, and when local law enforcement doesn't do what it needs to do, it hurts the other people,
Mhm.
and that's why these protesters are now. Rioting, right? It's gone beyond protest because
Mhm.
there's no way you're burning down cars and breaking and looting. That's rioting. Um, so
Stealing Jordans because you hate Trump.
how did this specifically happen? All those rumors are out there, and then I believe it was Friday or Saturday. I need to get my facts straight on this. Too late, right? We're already
Don't
live.
worry, you're not on LFM.
Uh, there was a gentleman. Um, riding on the highway, an assemblyman of Southern California. I don't have his name. You can go read the LA Times article if you want to. But there was an assemblyman that was riding on the highway, going to an event, and he saw an ICE vehicle. And then he saw a train or caravan of ICE vehicles getting off the highway in his district. So, according to him, somehow he got off the highway, got back on the highway, and followed the ICE vehicles. To me, Christian, when I'm driving and I see cars on the other side of the highway, there's no way, there's no chance of me getting off the highway, going around, getting on the highway, and being able to catch up to them. Hey,
Come on, what happened? What'd he do?
I don't know. I
Why'd he
mean,
do
I don't know. Somehow he caught up to them, and he caught up to them, and somehow got to the operation where the ICE agents were at, and started making phone calls, and went live on Instagram telling people that they had an
Oh,
operation
okay.
going on,
Mhm.
pretty much putting it on blast, and trying to get some information out there. According to Holman, the director of ICE, the border czar, he
I got
came
a bone
out.
to pick with him.
I'm not a fan. Uh,
I think he's cool. He just said something that I didn't really like. Dude, just keep doing what you're fucking doing. He
do the
said,
job.
"Well, we might go over there. We're gonna arrest your ass." And I was like,
Shut up.
Do you have the power to do that, dude? If you don't have the power, don't even fuck around and say that stuff because
It makes
now
you look
you
bad.
look it
It
makes
makes you
you
look bad.
fucking look. I'll kill you. How many times has somebody told you that, Jill? And you're just like, dude. Now I want to fucking murder your ass. Now I'm never gonna let you know when I murder you. You know,
Well,
so it's like, dude, what are you?
I'll say why I'm not a fan.
Mm,
It's specifically for that reason because he said he sat down with Dr. Phil a couple days ago, or was it yesterday, and he had a great interview, and he got into why
that's
he
all you
he
gotta
acts
do, dog.
he got into why he acts the way that he does.
Hmm.
He Dr. Phil was talking about how he went on an operation with them, and he actually saw Holman
Yep.
sitting with his illegals, trying to calm them down, talk to them as if he was a friend, um, because they have a perception like an ISIS picked me up. They're gonna mistreat me. They're gonna put me in a
Hmm.
facility where they're gonna um, do things to me. And Holman's just like, look, this is, you're safe here. Um, you are being detained. We are gonna give you due process. He's calming the situation. That's the person that I want to see. I don't want to see the guy that stands in front of the GOP and is like, "We're gonna go and get them." Yeehaw! Like chill out, bro. Like we don't need that look right now. We already have control. We don't need to go win a certain vote. We just need to do the job. And when the other side controls the media, you got to kind of chill it out, right? Um, Back to the story. So this guy's at the operation, the assemblyman. Holman chimed in on Dr. Phil and explained what the operation was about.
Hmm.
They had a warrant for that specific business.
Warrant.
They had warrants for that specific business. A judge signed off for them to go in there because they had allegedly
Chill, let the people know, bro, because the stuff that they're getting charged for is nuts.
well, there was criminals in there. They released information on 5 of them, right?
Mm,
You're talking about uh, murderers, drug movers. There was allegations of that business moving things for
whew,
organizations south of the border.
whew.
Not gonna get into it. Don't let the hat fool you.
We're still
Don't let the
growing.
hat fool you. I still got a family. Uh, um, so they were there for a reason, and this guy got in the way. People showed up. Uh, they started kind of really going after ICE.
Mhm.
And then the sheriff showed up to back up ICE and free them out of that situation, and things just completely went downhill. Um,
So much
What
that they had to go LAPD had to go, "We don't have anything to do with it. We're not even gonna cooperate."
dude, the story to me doesn't add up. It's like I said, the guy's driving down the highway and he sees on the other side that there's ICE caravan is going that way. He gets off the freeway, comes back around, gets on the highway, somehow catches up to them and finds the operation that they're at. I might be confused, but if I followed anybody in the Los Angeles area, if I had to get off the highway and get
You're
back on,
right.
they're gone. I'm not gonna catch up to them.
You're right. I forgot
That
it's LA. You can't there's no catching up. There's no catching
there's
up
no
in
catching
LA.
up. I might be wrong. Maybe he's got to me,
A
it's like,
helicopter?
my dude, I just think maybe he had more information on the situation. I hope that there's an investigation into that assemblyman, um, and to why he did it. So somebody needs to be held accountable, and it might be him.
Oh, it's a network, dude. I don't know if you saw X account LA Scanner.
Mm,
It was run by a guy not even living in LA, you know?
really?
And he was doxing all those ICE, agents.
Holman talked about that on Dr. Phil. He goes into, those guys. My guys just have a job to do.
Yeah.
They have families.
Hell of a
Um,
job, dude.
a lot of them, you know, they have the internal battle because they're human, and you don't want to take a person away from where they're building a home. But you also because my agents deal with these situations a lot. They also see the other side of things like human trafficking and drug
Mhm,
movement.
mhm,
So they have a wider perspective than the average person. So while they do have a heart, they do understand that they have a job to do.
mhm.
That's what a lot of these protesters don't understand. They just think like, oh, they're going after the Mexicans. Dude, did you see the reports that came out on these people? Some of them,
Nasty people.
I mean, they were from everywhere. I'm not gonna say nasty. Uh,
Oh, no, I thought I thought sorry, I thought you were talking about the people that they took.
well,
There's some people with some real bad cases on there. But you're
dude,
talking about the
yeah,
protesters.
yeah, the cases were
Yeah,
nasty,
but
but
when
but
they come from far away, that's the scary part, Gio.
they weren't
If they're
they
not
weren't
from LA,
Mexican. Dude, they weren't Mexican. Like I think there was like an Indonesian guy. Um, I don't have the facts, but they're from other places too. So the Chicanos out there are getting mad and tearing things up,
making it worse.
making it worse. I have said it before on the show that I are on other shows too is that I have friends that are illegal, um, and and it's hard for me to say that I love friends,
Mhm.
um,
The
but
show?
I'm very close because I love my wife, I love my kids, I love
Yep.
God, um, uh, but I have a very close attachment to some of my friends. And I have friends that do happen to be illegal.
Yep.
And, uh, they live honest lives. They go to
Mhm.
work, they work very hard, um, they live very conservative lives. They don't live off the government. They do
Mhm.
actually do pay taxes, um, because they have kids that are legal. Um, and
Nah, they pay taxes too. That just goes nowhere though.
it is I don't know where it goes, but my
To
point
sue
is
Trump?
but my point is when these Chicanos are out there, um,
Mhm.
and waving the Mexican flags,
Mhm.
terrorizing, going in
Yep.
and looting,
Yep.
um, throwing bricks at law enforcement. Throw
That guy threw it at a couple different agencies, dude. I hope that guy gets caught. The dude with the motorcycle helmet.
Yeah,
He was
seriously,
throwing
all of
boulders
them,
at fucking
all
yeah,
of
dude.
them. I hope they all get caught.
I think that
And
they forget stoning a was a death, the way you kill people, dude.
seriously, no,
Yeah.
you dude, like, those the agents, whatever agency they work for, the law enforcement officers, dude, they're government employees. If they get hurt on the job, we are gonna pay for them to be
Yep.
disabled.
Yep.
Like, we don't think about that though. Um, man, but my point is, those people that are out there protesting, they make them look so bad. And I watched this clip from Fox News, and the pundit has a guy on, and he's like, "What about those protesters out there? You know, you have a good feel of who they are. The people that you're talking to. About how many of them would you say are illegals? About half of them? It's got to be about half of them, right?" This is Fox News,
Hmm.
and the guy's like, he kind of pauses, and he goes, "Well, to be honest with you, I don't think very many of them are illegal, if any at that.
Hmm.
Most of these guys have been here for generations.
Yeah.
Some of them are American, but I can't say none, but very few are illegals." And that's been something that we have said on the show before. Like, the illegals aren't there. They're not going to go out there looking for trouble. Right?
Yep.
I'm not saying that all illegals are innocent people, but uh, they're not going to be out there looking for trouble. If they're certain trouble, like moving weight, they're in that lane. They're not in
Yeah.
the lane of going out and protesting and looting. They're
That
just not.
that's exactly what I'm saying, Gio. When I tell you, right? All the illegals that I know, they're working today.
Yeah,
They were working during those protests, right?
yeah.
And I empathize with you, Gio. I don't like seeing ICE take the people away and all that, but I understand they have a job because and it hurts us so much, Gio, because I think the immigrants that we know, the people that are here illegally, the families that are here illegally, they're good people. They're good people, and
The
it's a
major-
shame that the waters get so muddy that now they really have to. I mean, yeah, they're here legally,
I think
but
I
I
think the
can't have a cold
majority of
heart to
them
be.
I think
Yeah,
the majority of them are good people that want better lives.
right.
Am I saying that it's right that they're here? That's not what I'm saying. Do I hope that the ones that are here illegally, try to find a process to become legal? I I have hey, we're on Don't Mind Us. This is not Latino Free Minds where we have to slow it down and only bring the facts. I have um,
This is all
just
anecdotal,
I
baby.
have a wild idea, just a wild idea, and I hope that somebody hears it and goes, "Hey, that's not a bad idea. We should do that."
British
Um,
governor.
like specifically here in California, if we did our own Doge, I would like to see um, the government come out and say, or the governor, whoever the governor comes in, come out and say, "You know what? I we're gonna be cutting a lot of these programs that are funding towards illegals."
Mhm,
When they do that, Christian, everybody throws a fit, right?
mhm,
Let's be honest. That's not right. That's
mhm.
the society's gonna crumble. He's got to follow it up immediately with, "We are gonna cut these programs. At the same time, we're gonna take that money that we're gonna save, and we're gonna put it towards programs that will help illegals get on a path to citizenship." So over the next 10 years, each year we will be defunding these programs by 10%. And that 10% for the next 10 years will increase into a fund to help uh, people get on the path to citizenship. There will be people that will get deported because they're going to be doing background checks. There's going to be people that just don't qualify to become American citizens or residents or get visas. But at the end of those 10 years, the program will end. And if we catch at that point, when we catch illegals, you didn't. trust the system to keep you here, at that point, we will have to start deporting people, and the state of
Mhm.
California will no longer be a sanctuary state, and we will no longer allow sanctuary cities. To me, I don't think that that's a scary plan. I think it's a very humane plan, but at the same
Mhm.
time, you can appease people on both sides of the aisle. Yeah, hey, we're no longer going to fund illegals, and we're going to help illegals get on the path to citizenship. I might be crazy. Maybe it's a stupid idea. You know, if there's a governor candidate that's listening right now, if it's a stupid idea, you can send me a X or message me somehow and tell me don't ever say that again. It's stupid. To me, maybe the timeline needs to be different. Maybe it's not 10 years.
Mhm.
Maybe it's 5. Maybe it's I don't know. Whatever the timeline is, I don't know. But I just think like we need to cut cost somewhere, and we need to handle this immigration issue somehow, but nobody's coming up with ideas on how to do it. And whenever somebody comes up with an idea, they're either racist or they're liberal cucks or whatever they are, right? But hey, here's just one idea. Y'all can have it. You don't even have to. You don't even have to give me credit. You don't ever have to mention "Don't mind us." If you do, thank you. If you do, thank you. This is where the idea came from. You're welcome. Run with it.
Oh. Well, Gio, we're at an hour and 11, but I got one major question for you,
What's
and
up?
I don't know if you're alright with ending it like this. Because this is getting thrown around. Is this what you voted for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it happening the so your question isn't is it happening the way that you thought it would? No, it's not happening the way that I thought it would.
Right. I thought I know who killed Kennedy.
Yeah, I thought I would know who killed
Thought
Epstein.
I know
I
what
thought
those
the
fucking
Epstein files would
UFOs.
drop. Um, no, realistically, yes.
Mhm,
I mean,
mhm,
eh, because people are gonna say, "Well, you thought you voted for immigration to go into these places and take innocent people." Look, that's what immigration is supposed to do. They're supposed to find illegals and deport them.
mhm.
It hurts.
It's not their fault you were at a graduation when they had to pick you up, you know?
It's not. Why did they have to go pick you up from that graduation?
How
Did
did they know you were at a graduation?
were they afraid to go to your house? Why were they afraid to go to your house? Why were
Yeah.
they afraid to go to your work? Why were they afraid to go to your work? Why
Right.
did they go there? Uh,
Mhm,
hey, I don't know. I didn't expect it to be as specific as this with specifically with immigration. You know, they have to do their jobs. They've always
Is it
done.
jail happened a little fast.
They've always done that, dude. They've always done that. So what can I
Happened a little
say?
fast. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you, Gio. I do have a lot of empathy for the real ones, the hardworking guys, the ones that I when I close my eyes and I you say the word immigrant, I picture them.
yeah,
When I close my eyes and you say DACA, I picture my best friend, Salvadorian best friend. You know, I don't want them to leave.
give his
He
address.
makes this place better. What'd you say?
Give his address. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
that's
I'm
what
just kidding.
I'm just saying, you know, it that those are the people that I think of, not those fucking idiots over there in LA burning Waymos, going into Shoe Palace and stealing Jordans because they hate Trump, you
Yeah,
know?
the Chicano.
That's that's
I
just not
uh, are you of Mexican descent, ethnicity?
100%.
Um,
We don't race mix over here, Gio, please.
Me too. No, look, listen. I mean, I am
Right.
an American. I was born here. But,
As
this term
long as I'm alive.
the term Chicano, don't clip this because this is gonna light the freaking internet on fire if you
You
clip
don't like
this.
Chicano?
I hate the word Chicano, I've always hated
What?
it.
What?
Well, because I didn't grow up with Mexican friends, all my friends were black.
Mm.
So when people go, "Hey, you're Chicano," like, not really. Like, when I on the weekends when
The
I was with
black
my
guys knew
family.
what Chicano was?
No, 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 like the Mexicans that or
Right, right.
the other Chicanos that are
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Ah, this was Chicano," like, not really, like,
Mm.
I grew up with two influences: Mexican because my family is Mexican from Mexico,
Mhm.
and my black friends. That I talk the way I do because I grew up with black people, um, and my Mexican family.
Yep.
So I don't, you know, the Chicano influence. As far as Chicano influence, it's just a couple movies, Blood and Blood Out and American Me. Other than that, I'm not Chicano.
You don't
I
you're telling me you don't got a zoot suit in your closet with the shoulder
No,
pads?
nobody in my family ever wore a zoot suit. I just don't. I don't live by. I don't. So I hate the word because I don't find
Mhm.
I don't relate to that. Um,
Well, yeah.
so so it's hard for me to call the guys the people that are in LA Chicanos because uh, um I look at it from my perspective. I'm like, hey, maybe a lot of those guys aren't Chicanos.
Let's call
Um,
them anarchists.
they're just anarchists. Maybe dude. Hey, they're all masked up. Maybe they're not even Mexican.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I saw they're looking at these license plates, dude, and they're coming from, like, Oklahoma, and it's like, "What the hell?" You know?
Hey, we'll find. That's why I say I hope they arrest them all, and then
Yeah.
they find out that they're all like, I don't know. Maybe they're all Chinese.
They're
Maybe
the
that's
same
hey,
people.
TikTok. They made their way over here, man. They made their way
It's
over here.
personal, Gio.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just
I'm saying it's the same people that went to those AOC and Bernie rallies. I'm
AOC
just
and
kidding.
Bernie rallies.
Just kidding, I'm just kidding. They're
Antifa.
coming from somewhere, dude. They're coming from somewhere. This is orchestrated. Did you see the video of the guy in a fucking sick ass, like brand new F-150, probably electric, and in the back of the truck. They're giving out gas masks. How much is a
Really?
gas mask, Gio? How much is a gas mask
I know that they're expensive enough for me not to want to buy one.
for everybody else? No, no, no. You're in the back of your truck tossing them to everybody else. That's that's
Where are they getting that funding from?
bro. I don't got 60 bones to give you right now, and I
Do-
like you, Gio.
Doge. Doge. Come on. I know Elon's not there anymore, but you got to find out where this money's coming from.
Yeah, yeah,
These guys have to be exposed.
yeah.
Expose it. You
Mhm.
know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey, to answer your question and then the episode, yes, it is what I voted for. It's not happening the way it's happened.
Get the
Wow. Hey,
I'm about it, bro. You think I 'cause
man.
I go home to Starlo every night?
Daniel, clip it. Clip him showing his chonies to the world.
These are pajamas.
Whatever, dude. You just showed your underwear. Your pajamas. What is that? I have
These are
pants
the
on, sir.
these are the pajamas from, Napoleon Dynamite.
This I know this looks like a denim shirt. This is a onesie. No, this is
No, Joe, you're fully Texas. Before we go, did you know Texas was the first one to mandate the vaccine?
I don't I really?
Yeah, Methodist hospital.
Wow,
Imma
Texas.
send you the stuff. Imma send you the stuff tonight, and you're gonna be like, "Oh,
For my Texan listeners,
I love you."
I don't ever want to hear you talking shit about California again. Never.
Ever.
Don't ever talk about California again. It's just not
Healthcare
right.
is turning you blue.
It's just not right. You guys are turning blue. We are fighting to turn this state
Rojo.
conservative, and you
Vamos
guys are
rojo.
letting yours go. You're just letting
We
it
love
go.
we love you,
Do you
Texas.
have you are living the dream?
We love you, Texas.
No, I
Gee,
like Texas. I
I
like
like
Texas.
California better, though.
I'm not moving to Texas, but I
Nope.
like Texas.
They got tornadoes.
I would say I wouldn't mind moving to like a Dallas area.
Mhm.
I like McAllen a lot.
Straight to the snobby area, Gio?
I
Straight to
like
Dallas?
I like the Rio Grande Valley a lot,
Mm.
but
Tell me you don't wanna be
I
next door to Juarez?
can't live I can't live that close to Reynosa in Mexico, Tamaulipas. I just can't do it.
Ugh.
Yeah. Anyways, that's where we decided to end it. Thank you
Mhm.
all for listening. God bless you. And we hope that to have you guys back next week. We did make a decision that we were going to be doing this every week, right? On Tuesdays.
Mhm.
Um, but that will be after these gubernatorial episodes. So next
Yep.
Tuesday we will be back up live on these channels to catch another candidate. Uh,
Govna.
uh, the gubernatorial candidate next week, another candidate is Daniel Mercury on June
Ooh.
18th. Daniel Mercury.
You think Montana would get a Canadian mayor or a governor?
What do you mean?
Just Montana, one of these middle states. They'd get a foreigner as a governor,
Uh,
where they wear your hat. Places that wear your hat.
I don't
Or do
know.
you think that's just a Minnesota thing where they get Ilhan Omar or Baltimore, wherever she's from? Is that what
Well,
that I don't know.
well, she's
We
not a
should go.
governor. She's not a
We should
governor. Um, are you phrasing it as in like? Do you think California would vote in Steve Hilton?
Mhm.
Listen,
Hey,
I
Gio,
have learned a lot about Steve Hilton.
he's a cool guy.
Allegedly,
I saw some stuff today. He was cool. He's a TV personality. He's cool.
he on paper and
He
on
says the right
video
things.
says all the right things. His
Mhm.
book is good. His book is California. Uh,
Sorry, Steve.
ooh, I can't remember the name of the book. Sorry, Steve. Steve, I will wear my Kaepernick jersey and cowboy hat. I
Steve,
will
come
start
back,
the episode
please.
kneeling.
Steve,
Baby,
come
come
back.
back.
We messed up, Steve. We messed up, Steve. Come back.
I'd like to
No,
formally apologize to Steve
we
Hilton.
apologize, Steve. That was my bad. That was probably
Uh,
both of our bads. That was mainly us. But we shouldn't
hey,
have been on there. Hey, Gio,
rumors on the
Gio.
there's rumors on the street. Steve, hey, there's
My
rumors on
bad.
the street. I'm not even gonna say what the allegations
My
are.
bad.
But if the rumors are, if it's true that the rumors exist of those allegations that you said why you didn't come on the show, it didn't happen. It's fake news. It's fake
Yeah.
news. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Come
We
back.
come back, come back.
I'm sorry.
I
Sorry.
said it before. This is
Please.
not a gotcha. We
Sorry.
we
Sorry.
had Serpa on. I didn't expect to like Serpa. I love Serpa. Change my mind, Steve Hilton. Change my mind. Right now, I'm
Come
voting for
back.
Serpa. I don't
Please.
know.
Steve.
You know, hey, all I'm saying is we are gonna have candidates like Mercury.
Mhm.
Mercury might come on
I'm
Tuesday
so
next week.
excited.
He's gonna come on next week and change my mind, and then I'm gonna be a Mercury guy. And then
Mhm.
June 24th will be Leo Zaki. He could change. I might be a Zaki guys June 24th.
Ooh.
Hey, wacky for Zaki. Uh,
Ooh.
July 22nd, Bianco's coming on.
Uh,
Hey,
see?
I've
See?
I mean, we haven't had a chance to have Bianco on. I was a big Bianco guy, and he might have a chance to earn my heart back. I did go out and get the hat, Chad Bianco. I did get the hat.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I like the look. Looks good on you too. And Steve Hilton. You know
Come
what?
back.
Whenever you want to come on the show is open. Um,
We're sorry.
again, we're not whenever.
But I will defend us, Gio. I will. LFM was on our time. Tuesdays, hours. They jumped on our. Don't take our 10 o'clock slot. Don't take our
Well,
10 o'clock slot. They jumped on they. So we came in with DMU energy. Not
we did
yes.
Christian. I give you that. I give you
Tuesday.
that. When we
Tuesday.
say things, listen. But
LFM Wednesday. Different Christian. I'm Chris.
listen, Steve. If look,
We're
you've
sorry.
sat through the apology.
We're sorry.
Also sit through this. You
Clip
know,
that.
we might say some things that might hurt your feelings.
Mhm.
Do those
Think so, Steve?
are those
Please.
the views of the show? Not necessarily. Do I really feel that way? Maybe, maybe not.
I don't
I
know what he's talking about.
you could
Steve, you're
still you
jacked.
could
You're
still change
jacked
my
as hell,
mind.
Steve.
Kamala Harris. This message goes out to you. I did tweet you to come on the show.
Jenner.
What? Hey, Chris Jenner.
You better not dead name her, bro. It's Pride Month.
What? What's? Oh, Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner. I said Chris Jenner. That's his wife, ex-wife.
You see
Apologies.
how fun? You see how much fun we have when we're off the
Caitlyn
cuff,
Jenner,
Gio?
Kamala Harris, Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you're gonna run again, Gavin Newsom, come on the show. Hey, we're
DeSanctimonious. You want to talk
uh,
shit about one of these about California? Talk shit
hey,
here.
no lie, no lie. We just want the candidates to come on, talk
Mhm,
about their point of view, give the answers to the questions that we have. How are they going to help us? How are they going to change things?
mhm.
We got a
No
long way to go
gotcha
in
stuff.
California. No
Mhm.
gotchas. We're not trying
We're
to
not
slam
that.
dunk
We're
on
not
you.
that guy, pal.
We're not that guy. We're not trying to make you look bad. We're not trying to make ourselves look bad because
Mhm.
we do want more candidates to come on here.
And we do it all the
It's
time.
not, hey, listen, it's
Sorry,
not just
Steve.
the governors, assemblymen, congressmen,
They all catch it.
senators.
Catch it.
Uh, you know what? If you're gonna open up a liquor store
Caught it.
and you're gonna run for council, whatever it is,
Got it.
school council, come on, come on. We'd like to have Shaw on again. Man, she's so
Ooh.
good. Yo, Shaw was dope. She is so good. The fight that she's doing down there in is it Riverside, um, San Bernardino, Chino, wherever she's at, down in
Mhm.
Southern California. It's all a blur for us up here. When we think of Southern California, it's all Los Angeles and then San Diego. I'm
Ugh.
sorry, Silva. I know you're listening. I'm so sorry, but I'm not sorry. That's just how we
Anything
see it.
past Gilroy
We just see
is LA.
Bakersfield. We're Bakersfield, then it's Los Angeles, and then it's San Diego. And
Yeah.
I lived I lived in Los Angeles, um,
Gross.
but I understand a little bit better now. But still, um, some there's some awesome candidates out there.
Yep.
Um, Texas candidates, uh, come on board. Rio Grande
Yep.
Valley. If
We're
you represent the Rio
excited.
Grande Valley, come on board. Uh,
Mhm.
DC? Well, we don't like you guys out there.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
just
you
kidding. I'm
guys
just kidding.
you guys can go to Lexit. Lexit, what have you guys?
We're catching up. We're catching up. Keep hating.
Catch up.
We're gonna keep doubling those numbers.
We're not even paying attention to you guys. We're worried over here. Sorry, Steve. Please come back.
You know what I decided,
We gotta
Christian?
go, Gio. We're digging a hole, Gio. We're making
No,
it worse for us.
last. You know
Danny's
what I
gonna pull
decided?
our
I am
ears,
no
bro.
longer gonna talk about Lexit. Let them do what they're gonna do, right? Um, I wish them the best. I hope that they continue to grow. I
Mhm.
think it's awesome that they've created a media. I haven't seen any original content, but look forward to seeing it. And
Like,
best to
hey,
Jesse Orguyen, whatever his name is. Jesse,
shout
wish you
out,
the best.
shout out,
Your
shout out, Jess.
organization, wish you the best. Praying for you guys.
Always.
Um, and God bless everybody.
Sorry, Steve.
Sorry, Steve. Baby, come back. I was.
Baby, come back. I was such a fool to you. We're DMU, dude, and we fuck shit up. We fuck around, dude. Don't you can fact check us, you can cancel us, dude. I'm already yeah, we're good, dude. We're solid. I can't wait to see you guys with the governors. It's gonna be dope. Tune
Yeah.
in, guys.
Am I allowed to wear my Kaepernick jersey anymore? I just have to
No,
ask.
Jails, put that shit out. Stop mentioning the Kaepernick jersey, dude.
Hey,
We're gonna
I need to
lose him
read
too.
Kaepernick. If you want to come on DMU, come on.
You're right. You're right. I you're right.